Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. What happens when an artist from Busan, South Korea, not a Western act, not an English language rapper, not a product of a major American label, manages to make the entire global music industry stop and stare? What happens is Park Jimin. And in 2026, those facts can no longer be hidden. Welcome to this channel. And today we are going to talk seriously about the phenomenon known as Jimin of BTS, whose achievements this year have truly left world-class directors, Olympic champions, and the most prestigious fashion houses on the planet, with absolutely nothing left to say. So stay tuned, because this is not just fangirl content. This is facts, data, and a track record that speaks entirely for itself. Before we get into the insane records he has been breaking in 2026, let's take a moment to go back to the beginning. Because to truly understand why Jimin is on a different level, we need to know where he came from. Park Jimin was born on October 13, 1995, in Busan, South Korea. He was not a child who had been groomed to become an idol from an early age. He only began seriously studying contemporary dance as a teenager, and in less than 1 year, he had already been accepted into Busan Arts High School as the top-ranked student in the modern dance department. 1 year, number 1 ranking. Not a coincidence. When he auditioned for Big Hit Entertainment, out of all the candidates from Busan, only one person passed. One out of hundreds. And that person was Jimin. What's even more remarkable, his training period before debuting with BTS was only 6 months. 6 months, the shortest training period among all BTS members. Yet he went on to become widely recognized as one of the greatest performers the K-pop industry has ever produced. This is not luck. This is a combination of extraordinary natural talent, a work ethic that borders on the unimaginable, and an artistic quality that, as we are about to see, has drawn recognition from figures far beyond the K-pop world. Now let's get to the heart of today's video. His name is Gus Van Sant. If you're not familiar with who he is the legendary Hollywood director behind films like Good Will Hunting, Milk, and My Own Private Idaho. A filmmaker who refuses to work with just anyone. Someone who holds the highest possible standards for aesthetic and artistic quality. And he, in a statement that went viral throughout the entertainment world, mentioned Jimin by name. Gus Van Sant said he saw something calm and peaceful in Jimin, a quality that is rare, even among world-class actors and performers. He described Jimin as someone with tremendous potential as a collaborator. Think about that for a moment. An Oscar-winning director, a man who has worked alongside Matt Damon, Robin Williams, and Sean Penn. And he is naming a K-pop idol from Busan as someone worthy of creative collaboration. That is not a paid promotion. That is not a sponsored endorsement. That is pure recognition from one artist to another. And Gus Van Sant is not the only figure from outside the K-pop world to acknowledge what makes Jimin exceptional. In Milan, Italy, in February 2026, as the Winter Olympics were taking place, an older video went viral again, generating over 30,000 posts in a single day on the platform X, formerly known as Twitter. That video featured Yuzuru Hanyu, the figure skating legend from Japan, 2-time consecutive Olympic gold medalist at Sochi 2014 and Pyeongchang 2018, and the only male athlete in history to achieve the career Super Slam in figure skating, performing BTS choreography. But that was not the most shocking part. What was even more astonishing were the comments that followed. That Hanyu had for years been actively studying Jimin's movements. Not just admiring from afar, but genuinely analyzing, learning, and adapting Jimin's movement techniques into his own ice performances. The specific elements Hanyu studied, the fluid body lines, breath control, and physical balance that have become Jimin's signature, were clearly visible in Hanyu's ice show performance titled Nate Stellata in Miyagi, Japan, in 2023. But the story of Jimin and the figure skating world does not end there. At the International Star on Ice Tour, one of the most prestigious figure skating shows in the world, featuring elite athletes from across the globe, ice dance couple Misato Komatsubara and Tim Kalito specifically chose Jimin's song Filter as the music for their performance. They did not just use his music, they also incorporated elements of Jimin's style and gestures directly into their ice choreography. Imagine that, Olympic-level athletes who have dedicated their entire lives to the ice rink, who are accustomed to orchestral music and classical ballet. choosing a K-pop idol as their primary source of movement inspiration. That is not a coincidence. That is evidence that Jimin's artistic quality transcends the boundaries of genre, culture, and artistic discipline. And in 2019, Jimin's solo performance at the Melon Music Awards, which many critics have called one of the greatest live performances in the entire history of K-pop, even inspired the creation of a visual art piece that was later exhibited at the Seoul Art Center. That stage was not entertainment. That stage was art. Now let's talk numbers. Because sometimes, the most effective way to end an argument is with data. As of February 19, 2026, Who, from Jimin's second solo album, Muse, officially surpassed 2.3 billion streams on Spotify. 2.3 billion. And this is not a collaboration track with a Western artist. This is a song sung entirely in Korean, by a Korean artist, with no features from any major American or European name. The only name on that track is Jimin. That milestone was reached 581 days after the song was first released on July 19, 2024, making Jimin the first Asian solo artist without a Western collaboration to reach that figure. A completely unprecedented record that had never existed before. But hold on, because that is just the beginning. The Muse album as a whole has now accumulated 3.8 billion total streams on Spotify. This is the highest total streaming figure ever recorded by any Korean-language solo album in the history of the platform. Muse also spent 34 weeks on the Billboard 200, the most prestigious album chart in the United States, and Who individually spent 33 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, making it the longest charting solo song by a male K-pop artist in the history of that chart. But before Muse, there was Face, Jimin's first solo album, released in 2023. The lead single from that album, Like Crazy, made history as the first solo song by a Korean artist to debut directly at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. #1. From day one. Not a slow climb. Straight to the top. And if we talk about Chile, one of the strongest music markets in Latin America, Who by Jimin became the first Asian song to reach #1 on the Spotify Chile Daily Top Songs chart. Not only that, as of February 2026, the song has maintained its presence on that chart for 570 consecutive days. This is the highest-ranking non-Spanish language track in a market that is widely known for being fiercely protective of local music. In the United States alone, Who has surpassed 450 million streams, the highest figure ever recorded for any solo K-pop track in the American market. And here is perhaps the most remarkable part of all. Even while Jimin was serving his mandatory military service for over a full year, from December 2023 through June 2025, his streaming numbers did not drop. They remained stable. They even continued to grow. With zero promotions, zero new content, not a single live appearance. His music kept flowing into the ears of millions of listeners around the world every single day. That is the true definition of musical power. In the entertainment world, there are artists who become brand ambassadors because they are famous. And then there are artists who are chosen because they are artistically and culturally relevant. Jimin belongs firmly in the second category. Dior, one of the most historic and prestigious fashion houses in the world, founded in 1946, appointed Jimin as their global ambassador. Not just a campaign face, but a global ambassador, a representative who fully embodies the values and aesthetics of the house itself. And this goes far beyond visual appeal. The business of fashion, the single most influential media outlet in the global fashion industry, included Jimin in the BOF 500, a list of only 500 people deemed most influential in the world of fashion. This is a recognition that is not given to ordinary celebrities. This is an acknowledgement from an industry that is famously selective and demanding in its standards. International fashion media has also repeatedly highlighted Jimin's approach to personal aesthetics, a blend of traditional masculinity and gentle fluidity, as a reflection of the shifting global beauty standards that are currently reshaping the industry. Jimin is not simply following fashion trends. He is creating new references for how a man can present and express himself on the world stage. And now, in these very months, in this very year of 2026, history is being rewritten once again. After nearly 4 years away as a complete group, with all 7 BTS members serving their mandatory military service at different intervals. By July 2025, every single member of BTS had returned, and the world had been waiting. Jimin himself completed his military service in June 2025, and since then, the creative engine inside him has been running at full speed. As of February 2026, Jimin has confirmed that recording for BTS's comeback album is complete. The new BTS album, their first since Proof in 2022, is scheduled for release on March 20th, 2026, with an outdoor stage performance at Gwanghwamun, Seoul, on March 21st, 2026. And that is just the warm-up. BTS is then scheduled to perform at Allianz Arena in Munich, Germany, on July 11th and 12th, 2026, as part of the largest world tour they have ever undertaken. Imagine a stadium that is normally reserved for world-class football matches, now filled to capacity with 260,000 fans who have traveled from across the globe specifically to watch 7 men from Korea perform. The city of Seoul itself is reportedly preparing infrastructure to accommodate 260,000 fans expected to arrive in the city for the comeback event. This is not a concert. This is a global cultural phenomenon. And amid all the excitement of the BTS comeback, one thing that is extremely noteworthy is Jimin's position within it all. Among 7 members who are all stars in their own right, Jimin has once again claimed the #1 spot on the Korea Corporate Reputation Research Institute's Brand Reputation Index for February 2026, with a brand reputation index of 5.3 million, a 29.62% increase compared to January. With a positive sentiment rate of 92.94% across all analyzed online data. The keywords most frequently associated with his name: captivating, boundary-breaking, and record-setting. If there is one single thing you should take away from this video, let it be this. Jimin is not a K-pop phenomenon. He is a cross-cultural phenomenon. A Hollywood director names him as a potential collaborator. A 2-time Olympic champion studies his body movements. World-class figure skaters use his music as their competition soundtrack. The oldest fashion house in Paris makes him their global face. Listeners from Chile to the United States, from Japan to Europe, choose to stream his music again and again, not because of a passing trend, but because there is something in Jimin's music and artistry that resonates on a much deeper level. There is something very specific in the way Jimin moves, sings, and expresses himself that feels universal. Something that transcends language, transcends culture, and transcends the barriers that typically separate one part of the world from another. He entered Busan Arts High School as the top student after less than a year of training. He was the only trainee to pass the big hit audition from Busan. He debuted with the shortest training period of any BTS member, yet grew into a performer who makes directors and Olympic athletes stop and take notice. And now, in 2026, with 2.3 billion streams on a single song, an album surpassing 3.8 billion streams, the strongest brand reputation in the entire K-pop industry, and BTS on the verge of returning to the world stage, one thing is crystal clear. Park Jimin truly is on a different level. Those were the facts that, as we have walked through today, can no longer be hidden by anyone, not even by those who have never listened to a single K-pop song in their lives. Jimin is not just an idol. He is an artist, and true art always finds its own way. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe so you never miss our latest content, especially when BTS officially makes their comeback in March 2026. Because trust me, there is so much more still to come. Until the next video, stay curious, stay critical, and never stop loving music that truly matters.